So this has been on my mind for quite some time since this happened. I wasn't there, and if I had been there, things would have been a bit different at the churchyard graveyard. So family members were just visiting, paying their respects, and then there was somebody else there as well doing the same, and they had a dog, and so they had a little chat, and the dog started digging at the grave, at the soil at the grave. It was under a year, so there's no border or gravel or anything to define the grave, just a soil mound and a wee cross. And if I'd have been there, I would have said something, because that is very, the dog can't help it, but the owner could have had the dog on a shorter leash and just let her know that what was happening, what her dog was doing, just wasn't etiquette for the church graveyard. I probably would have told her I would have got her attention, saying, "Oi, your dog is digging at our grave. Can you get your dog under control or shorten its leash? Do something. This isn't right, And it must have bugged me quite a bit, because now it's nearly been a few years. But yeah, there's just some places you shouldn't take your dog. I'm not saying you're at a church or graveyard, cemetery, graveyard. Churchyard is one of them. Sure, you can bring your dog there when you're visiting, and especially if the dog and that said past person were close. You hear stories of Bobby, the dog who visited his master's grave when he passed, for so many years, until the dog could no longer visit the grave itself, which is very sweet, and it would just lay there by his master's grave all those years afterwards. So if you do bring your dog to a churchyard, graveyard, cemetery, just keep it on a short leash, and just keep an eye on it and make sure it isn't lifting anything or digging anything. Because dogs, some dogs just have they don't know how to control themselves sometimes, and it's up to the owner. And as a responsible owner, you should be able to keep an eye on your dog, keep it under control. So hopefully just getting this out gives me a peace of mind, and lets any viewers be aware, and if they've had any incidents similar to this. I can't imagine, I don't like to think anything would be happening at such a peaceful, restful place where you're supposed to just, have a few moments to yourself and pay your respects to your beloved past ones. There are probably rules and guidelines out there that each graveyard, cemetery, churchyard has. For Halloween, you're not allowed to put up decorations, but you can put flowers and wee things like that, artificial flowers, real flowers in pots, and decorate it how you want to, how you think it best represents that person and their feet and your feelings as well for them. Because on the headstone, you pay for each letter, so you can't actually write much. So basically just their name, the dates, and maybe a little something, like whether they were, I don't know, a father or whatever, mother, a really special person. It's just little short things like that, because you have to actually pay for each letter. So yeah, the whole dying business is not cheap. It's very expensive, and I just want to also say, you don't have to do the whole big thing. You don't have to have a big church service and everything. You can just pop the person in the ground, a little small service. So don't be ashamed if you don't want, or if you're feeling you're tight on money and you can't do that. Just, you don't have to go all out. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it. And some people like to keep it, if their last respect is to keep the funeral low key, or their illness low key, respect that. Put aside anything that may have happened in the past and just respect that person and their last wishes. Because, I don't know, I like to think that they are up there in the sky, somehow looking down, like their spirits are still with us. It's just their body is no longer with us, and they live on in memories. So, little rant over. I just wanted to get it out there. Hopefully no one has had any bad experiences at churches, graveyards, cemeteries. Because you shouldn't. Nothing should be going on out of the ordinary there. Okay, so I'll see you in the next upload, okay? Stay safe. Goodbye.